come along because I love your face, and I'll admire your expensive taste.
Alright, you guys, it's review catch-up week. Today we're talking about, or right now, we're talking about The Huntsman, Winter's War. Now, this movie is directed by one of the visual effects supervisors of the first Snow White and the Huntsman, which I actually enjoyed quite a lot. I might even pick it up on Blu-ray if it's on sale, or if it's just really cheap anyways. I'll consider picking it up because I did have a good time with that movie. I really quite enjoyed it. And then there's this movie, The Huntsman, Winter's War, the prequel, sequel, spin-off to Snow White and the Huntsman, that I think everyone who saw Snow White and the Huntsman would have wanted, because one of the most interesting characters in that movie was Chris Hemsworth as the Huntsman. And when I saw him in that first movie, I was like, I want to see a movie about the Huntsman, Chris Hemsworth. And then we got it. And I saw it. I went to the theater, paid money to see it, took a few days to gather my thoughts around it, and now here we are with the review. And I honestly have to say, I liked this movie. I liked it quite a lot, actually. At first, when I saw it, I was like, okay, it's not that great. I didn't really like it that much. Now, let's just go through the positives. I'm not gonna spoil anything here because the movie is still new enough that some people will not have seen it yet, so I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it. Don't worry, no spoilers here. I'm nice like that. But the positives. Chris Hemsworth is charismatic. He's funny. He's just a fun guy to watch on screen. Especially when he's given his own thing to work with. Like, with the Avengers, Thor is awesome, but then he's also outshined by a few other Avengers that get a little bit more attention and screen time. And it's nice when he has the Thor movies where he can do his own thing and be in the forefront. And then he's got this movie where he basically plays Thor with axes and Scottish. But, another positive. I mean, the chemistry between, Chris Hemsworth and Jessica Chastain, it's not perfect, but you can, they have some nice moments here and there, and you can, well, that's not, I'm trying to figure out how to word this right. They have chemistry to an extent, but not a whole lot. Another positive? No Kristen Stewart in this movie. That's a positive. And the dwarves. The dwarves were pretty funny. I thought the dwarves were pretty funny. They were stupid, but I thought they were funny. Especially Nick Frost. Nick Frost is just funny to me. The other half of Simon Pegg's movies. And now we'll get to the negatives. And I might get into light spoiler territory with this, but I'll warn you guys. Oh, wait, one more positive. This movie was narrated by Liam Neeson. I'm calling it right now. It sounded exactly like Liam Neeson. I'm calling it was Liam Neeson narrating this movie. The negatives. First thing. Script is kind of weak at times. Story doesn't make sense at times. And some characters do some pretty stupid things. I'm grouping that all up into one because that all focuses on the script. So script is a bit weak at times. It wasn't a very well fleshed out story. But it's fine. Another negative. Emily Blunt as the Ice Queen. I feel like if Jessica Chastain played this role, it would more suit her because Jessica Chastain is more able to do the cold, lifeless, emotionless characters, which is nothing against her. It's just that when she's in movies, she doesn't really show a lot of emotion from the two movies I've seen her in, The Martian and Interstellar. I feel like if you switched Jessica Chastain and Emily Blunt around, that would have worked a bit better, I think. But another negative, the fact that they brought back Charlize Theron as I think her name was Ravana or something like that. They brought her back. Didn't really make sense. Thought it was stupid. Felt tacked on. It felt forced. I didn't like it all that much. And she has probably the worst line in the movie. And, okay, spoiler alert right here. When I wave my hands like this, you can turn your sound back on. She kind of turns into Venom by the end of the movie, because she's got these, like, black spiky things that shoot out of her back, but they're, like, it looks like she turns into Venom. Alright. Only other real negative is the lady dwarves in the movie. There are two sets of dwarves in the movie. There's the Snow White dwarves, two of the Snow White dwarves, the only two they could get to come back, I guess. I don't know. But those are two, and they're funny. They're okay. They're fine. Then there's these other two dwarf ladies that they run into along the way, and it's just... they're not funny. They're just there to be romantic interests for the two dwarves, which is fine, but they felt kind of tacked on to the movie. They didn't really provide any help to the movie. They don't really do anything. So they're just... I didn't find them necessary to be in this movie. But all in all, I really did enjoy this movie. I thought it was funny. I thought it was well executed at parts. The action sequences are great in this movie. Chris Hemsworth does a great job as the lead. Most of the actors do a great job, except Emily Blunt, I feel, doesn't do the cold, lifeless type character well. I didn't like that from her because I just watched that movie Edge of Tomorrow like a week or two ago, and she was great in that, and I felt like that role was kind of like what the Jessica Chastain role in this movie would be like, which is why I think Emily Blunt would have been better for that role, and Jessica Chastain would have been better as the Ice Queen. But all nitpicks aside, I did really enjoy this movie. I'm gonna give The Huntsman: Winter's War a B+. If you're not gonna see it in theaters, it's definitely one I'd recommend seeing at least once on demand or when it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD. Just something it's pretty fun to at least watch once. But yeah, so The Huntsman: Winter's War. Have you seen it? If you've seen it, what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Be sure to check out my review of the Jungle Book. Thanks for watching.